In this video, I will tell you everything you need to know about one of the fastest cryptos out there with huge potential, TLOS. And apart from that, we'll also talk about what is Web3. A quick disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor. Alright, now let's dive right into this video, but before we start I do want to say that all the links you will need about TLOS and everything you hear in this video will be down in the description. So as I said in the introduction as well, we will be talking about TLOS, which is a crypto but also a blockchain. The crypto is TLOS, that's an abbreviation, but first I want to introduce TLOS a little bit. A lot of you might already know it, but I think it's good to really look at the statistics and know what TLOS is all about. So TLOS has a layer 1 blockchain, and it is actually a layer 1 blockchain with the fastest EVM in the world. It is lightning fast with leading scalability, leveraging Antelope and EVM, Ethereum Virtual Machine Architecture. But apart from that, you also have a fixed gas fee, low cost transaction fees, and no front running. It is also a blockchain with proven reliability with 3 years running with no downtime, and it is all secured by Delegated Proof of Stake. Apart from that, at this point of time, over $4 million is transacted in TLOS every single day, and they have over 90,000 followers on Twitter with a Telegram community of over 23,000. So already quite a big crypto and blockchain, but it still has huge potential, and some of the reasons why is what we'll discuss in this video. Alright, so before we get on with the rest of the video, and on the screen right now you can see some of the features of TLOS and the TLOS blockchain, I wanted to discuss one more thing, and that is that TLOS didn't have an ICO. And you might think, like, why does that matter if it didn't have an ICO? It has been running for 3 years already. It's news from history, right? It's news from the past. Well, right now there are a lot of cases between the SEC and certain cryptos that actually held an ICO where the SEC says that those coins are actually securities. And they have already won some of those cases. And what that means is that if the SEC wins such a case, then the crypto is considered a security, which is bad for the crypto because then it has way more regulation and it is not free anymore in what you can do, and usually that leads to crashes as well. TLOS didn't have an ICO, it didn't have an initial coin offering, they did it in a different way, and therefore it is resistant to such attacks and risks in the future. So TLOS and the DeFi ecosystem around TLOS have actually been doing pretty well in this bear market as well. Support has been held, which means that whales, but also just retail investors like you and I, are actually holding this token a lot and not selling it easily. The TVL, so the total value locked on TLOS, has also been increasing because of a groundbreaking initiative called TLOS Fuel, and TLOS also recently introduced TLOS, which is liquid staking on the TLOS EVM, which welcomed a huge number of TLOS locked to date at the time that I'm saying this. So now a little bit more about the TLOS ecosystem, both on the EVM but also their native ecosystem, the native blockchain. So TLOS has been working a lot on the ecosystem and preparing itself for the next bull market. They have locked in a number of top tier partnerships with flagship decentralized applications such as Epix, AreaX and Robinos, and right now on the screen you can also see their amazing ecosystem consisting of a lot of things like NFTs, payments, exchanges, information developers, a lot out there. And they also have the initiative we already talked about a little bit earlier, TLOS Fuel, which is a 14-month campaign that seeks to boost TVL on TLOS through partnerships, in-house tech developments, and external protocol integration. And apart from that, something that is amazing about TLOS, but a lot of blockchains and people investing in cryptos don't know about this, is that TLOS is actually very developer friendly. So if people want to build on TLOS, on their blockchain, it's actually quite easy. It's the most developer friendly blockchain there is. So simply put, it offers developers a full suite of tools, resources, and support to build on a network that costs a mere fraction to deploy decentralized applications. So if those developers actually want to deploy the things they've built, it doesn't cost them a lot compared to other blockchains. And it also allows them to use up to 6 programming languages to code their applications. And also, if you're a developer, again, all the links will be down in the description. Go check out their website. If you go to developers right here, you can actually find out some of the resources and what you can use to start building on TLOS. So as we were quickly talking about a little bit earlier, TLOS has also been very active in starting new partnerships in this bear market to really create that potential for in the bull market and to continue building the blockchain. So they have already locked in a number of key partnerships, one of which is the automatic market maker ApeSwap, which has a number of TLOS farming pools and T-bills for users with over 1.7 billion already in total value locked that was added to the network. And other partnerships include Robinos, OmniDex, and many more to come in a few months. So you can always follow TLOS on Twitter, or again, check out their website. As you can see right here, go to the top right here at community and news, and you will know all that you need to know. Another thing that is quite interesting about TLOS itself is that it is a Lobby 3 founder. So TLOS is a founder of the Lobby 3 DAO alongside former US presidential candidate Andrew Yang, for example, which you all might know, which is an organization that funds effective policy lobbying and educates politicians about Web3 possibilities. So TLOS is an amazing project in the Web3 space. They create a blockchain, but they also create an ecosystem which functions in the Web3 space and adds value wherever you can see, either through exchanges, payment solutions, NFT exchanges and way more. And what they also do with the Lobby 3 founders is they actually have direct contact with the people making the laws, and they can actually lobby and educate them to create better circumstances for crypto in the future. So once more, if you want to know more about this, I definitely suggest you to check out the links down in the description. Check out TLOS and everything they're doing. But now, for summary to end this video, it's impossible to ignore the massive strides that TLOS has made to fortify its ecosystem. We talked about that. We talked about the partnerships, but we also talked about some other things that they are doing for developers, and they are really establishing themselves as a major player in all things blockchain and Web3. And TLOS, the TLOS token, is definitely a coin to keep on your radar because it is the main coin of the TLOS blockchain and ecosystem, and with all the growth that it's having, it's definitely a coin you want to consider buying for next bull market. So for now, that has been a video about TLOS. If you found this video helpful, please make sure to add a like and add comments with questions I might have missed, and subscribe to our channel.